I'm going to make Claude Code show me its plan, and then I'm going to reject it right to its face before it has the chance to even write a single line of code. Let me show you exactly what I mean by that. And just a quick context, this is what the focus timer currently looks like. And I've been building it with Claude Code, all in AI, no hand coding. Today we're adding the two features that you can see right here at the top. You can see that it works when I start. It goes to a short break, it has a long break, and I can add a task. This is essentially what it looks like right now, and we're gonna be building these settings and the report in just a bit. All right, so here we are back in our Pomodoro timer project, the one that we've been working on for the last 3 or 4 videos. And I did not touch anything yet. As you can see, the Claude.md is right here, the index.html is right here, and I just told it to take a look at the index Claude and just have a good understanding of this project because I started a new session. It's something that I always highly recommend. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in the following prompt. I want to add 2 features to this timer, and I want you to plan them out first and not build them. 1, a settings panel, and 2, a stats panel. And I also gave it a couple of instructions where it will ask me questions. Now, before I run this, you can see that at the bottom left corner right here, I set it into auto mode on. And this basically means that it automatically accepts things based on what I've been allowing it to accept from time to time. What I'm going to do, as you can see, shift tab to cycle. So if I hit shift tab, it goes away completely. If I hit shift tab again, it accepts edits on. That's similar to the auto mode, but it asks you more questions before it does anything. But I'm actually going to take it into plan mode on. And plan mode on means that it can think, it can read, it can ask questions, but it cannot touch a single file or line of code. And this is exactly what we need. So I'm going to hit enter right here and let it start cooking. All right, as you can see right here, this is a very nice feature. I believe it's not available when you're using Sonnet and only when you're using Opus, but it gives you this nice question with multiple choices, and it even gives you some type of recommendation, not always, but this time. So it's asking you a stats panel with day, week, month. You need to store your session history somewhere, but Claude.md currently forbids persistence. How should we store the data? So as you can see, there is conflict between the Claude.md file and what we're trying to do right now. And this is typical, this happens all the time, and the Claude.md isn't something that's written in stone. It needs to be updated from time to time, and I'm definitely going to do that later on. But for now, I'm just gonna let's keep it session only. Let's just stick with duration and long intervals. All right, so as you can see, I've submitted a couple of answers after reading through them. And now at the end, I can hit either one or go with the arrow keys up and down. Boom. And now it's cooking up a plan. And while it works, here is why I do this. So whenever you have a task from your agent, it makes small decisions along the way when you're not as specific as needed. And most of the time, these decisions are completely fine. But the problem is when you're working on multiple steps, such as building the settings and building out a stats panel, it can make small decisions. And one small decision, pretty good small decision after pretty good small decision after pretty good small decision, eventually you end up with one big plan that you did not want to have. So what we're doing right here is we're going to be planning beforehand and checking out its plan, approving some things, and modifying the things that we don't want to see. So what is plan mode in the first place? It's when the agent reads your code, asks you questions, and then instead of building, it writes out a plan. And that plan is added to a plan.md file that has the complete structure and layout of exactly what you want to do. And your job is to read it, push back, approve the things that you like, and disapprove or reject the things that you don't. And that all happens before any code is written. And this is something that we call context engineering. And a good plan is how you spend your context window the correct way. And if you're unfamiliar with these two words, the context window and the context engineering, they are both in a free PDF I made 18 AI coding terms every Python developer needs to know. Link will be in the description and in the top comment, so go ahead, grab it. It's completely free, and I highly recommend it. I've had tremendous reviews on it, so go for it. All right, something that happened and something that I did not anticipate, but it actually bodes well for the lesson, which is it wanted to go into auto mode. I thought that it wanted to start coding, but apparently it wanted to go into auto mode in order to create the plan.md file, and it couldn't make it in the plan mode. So no problem. As you can see right now, we have the plan.md. Now, it's probably gonna be a big file. I'm not going to read every single line to you. As you can see, it's a substantially big file. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to check a couple of things, and then I'm going to make modifications, and I'll tell you what these modifications are going to be. All right, so the plan is in. Now, Claude tried to do his best when it tried to guess what I wanted, but it wasn't exactly what I needed. So I did a couple of things. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through each individual detail. As you can see, I just made the modifications and it still hasn't saved. I'm gonna save in just a bit. But basically, I approved a lot of the layout things, but a few things in the settings that I wanted specifically for my needs, such as the toggling the auto brake on and off. Sometimes I like to do that. Just small, minute details that I wanted to change, but honestly, overall, it was really good. So let's go ahead and save this. So I'm gonna hit Ctrl S to make sure that the plan.md is saved. And now we have a fully functional, hopefully, plan.md. What I recommend is that you do the exact same. I'm going to give you the exercise at the end, but I'm also going to leave this exact plan.md in a GitHub gist in case you want to use the exact same one. But again, I always encourage you to have your own project. But if you're working on the same thing and you just want to follow along with me, then I will leave it in the description for sure. Now, I've written a small prompt right here, and I told you, all right, I made the modification. I need you to go ahead and start the build. And something that I felt like is necessary at this point, if you feel like we need a few more files other than the index for better performance, you can make them despite the Claude.md, because we're now expanding the project. When we had a small project, that was okay. I'll say, and modify Claude.md accordingly. All right, I'm gonna hit enter. Now, while it works, while it's moonwalking, if you're enjoying the contents of these videos, and especially of this video, and you feel that you're getting value and you're learning things that you probably did not know before, then please consider leaving me a like. That would help me out a lot. If you have any questions, please make sure to leave them in the comments below. I respond to every single person. And if you overall like this channel, like the content that I present, and you want to keep up with the latest updates that the AI coding world is having, then make sure to also subscribe. I upload every single Monday, hopefully. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna skip ahead until it finishes moonwalking, and we're gonna look at the results and see if they are satisfactory. All right, so let's take a look at the results. I told it to run a local file in a shell in order to get a link and open it right here. Now we know that this works and the countdown goes down. When I pause, I can go to a short break, I can go to a long break. There are a lot of things that I'd like to fix, but let's go ahead and take a look at the settings. Really nice. So let's see. If I change this to be 40 with a short break of let's see, short break of 7 and a long break of 21, and so these things will take a little bit of time to test, but you can do them on your own. I'm not, of course, not gonna do them in the video right now. So when I close, look at this, 40 minutes. How cool is that? I absolutely love this. If I go to the report, you can see that days accessed, the days streak, and I can go through the month, year, and week. Now, obviously, we still don't have anything right here, and when we exit out, it's not gonna stay there. It's gonna disappear because we haven't added persistency, but we will in the next video, so stay tuned for that. All right, and before we go, here is your exercise. I want you to go ahead and open up your own project, whether it's the timer or something that you're working on your own. I've already told you all of this in previous videos. If you don't know this exact structure, the Claude.md and plan.md, I've told you in previous videos how to make it. So on your own project, or if you're working with me, go ahead and open it. Make sure that you have the Claude.md. Make sure that you flip it into the plan mode. Ask it for the new features, make sure that it makes a plan exactly the way that I showed you. Go through the plan, reject what you don't like, accept the things that you do, make the modifications, save it, and then ask it to start. Boom. Going through it. Now, as you can see, ask for a feature that breaks a rule and watch the plan change. So like you've seen how important a well-crafted Claude.md file is. And it's something that I told you before, Claude.md is something that is malleable, that should change over time because your needs and your obviously are gonna change as you make a big project. So make sure that that is the case. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I've been getting not too many views, but I have been getting consistently more views over time, and I'm really glad about that. If you got to this part, obviously this video is for you. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, and I appreciate you more than you can even imagine. Like when I see the views go up, when I see hours watched go up, I feel like the work that I'm doing is appreciated. Like even when I see some like a very small video that's been watched for 4 hours, I'm like, wow, someone actually, like not someone, but so many people sat down and watched 4 hours of the things that I'm teaching here. I'm grateful for that. I'm trying to present as much value as possible to keep that momentum going. So if you got to this point, leave a comment. I would know that you are the person that is teaching that I'm teaching and learning from this. Also, go ahead, go into the description, grab the 18 AI terms, go through them. It will definitely take you to the next level when it comes to AI coding, and you will not be just a person left out in the room. You'll be among the top in your company. All right, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.